What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Now that the international break is over, the scandal with David Coote happened, it's time for Premier League predictions to come back. In game week 11 I got 8 points, I believe, yes, 8 points, taking me to a total of 66 points in total. In this game week we're going to kick off with Leicester versus Chelsea. Leicester, who faced United last week, got a good thrashing. They had an absolute stinker, nobody could do anything. Not even Buenanote, who I've been bigging up in these predictions. Nobody, not even a goal for them. And then there was Chelsea, who held their own against Arsenal, ending the game in a 1-1 draw. Palmer, once again, being quiet in big games. You know, he's not going to be showing up. Neto, though, his goal was pretty decent. No one expected him to shoot, and he did. And it went in, luckily. For this game, I see it going one way, and that's Chelsea's way. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Chelsea. Next up is Fulham versus Wolves. Fulham, who beat Crystal last week, which was expected. Harry Wilson looks like he's going to be a super sub at this point, getting 3 goals in 2 games, which is pretty good for him. And then Wolves got themselves a win as well, beating Southampton, which was expected as well. And it's sort of showing that Wolves shouldn't be at the bottom of the league. They just were facing tougher opponents at the start, and now they're going to start picking up their points. I have to say, Cunha is someone to look out for now. He's becoming dangerous. I don't know, his past few seasons here at Wolves, I wasn't impressed with him, but now he's kicking off. But for this game, I think it's going to be quite leveled. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Next up is Everton versus Brentford. Everton has some decent chances against West Ham. Pickford was getting some crucial saves for them, but in the end, it only got them 1 point. And then there was Brentford, who got themselves a win over Bournemouth. Wissa coming in clutch with a brace. If it's not in Mbeumo, it's going to be Wissa. It's one or the other. They're going to score on you. In this game, I see it going Brentford's way, even though it is, you know, there are going to be away at the Goodison Park. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Brentford. Next up is Arsenal versus Forest. Arsenal, like I mentioned, getting a draw against Chelsea. Odegaard coming back and already getting assists, proving that he was missed by Arsenal. Honestly, without them, it could have been Chelsea's. And also, Trossard seems to be falling off a little bit, making a couple mistakes here and there in a couple different games. In this game, he couldn't get that last minute winner. Took it away from Havertz, who most likely would have put it in the back of the net. But yeah, Trossard just got in the way. Then there's Forest, who unexpectedly lost to Newcastle. Newcastle were actually all over them. Forest did not look threatening in the game, and it was at home, so a little hiccup there. But you know, the recent form has been great, so I don't know if this is just a bump in the road or just a little decline that's going to start happening. We're not sure. But this is Arsenal here that we're talking about, and it's going to be at the Emirates, so I think it's going to be another loss there for Forest. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Arsenal. Next up is Bournemouth versus Brighton. Bournemouth unexpectedly losing to Brentford at home, but they did have the better chances, so honestly they should have won. And then there's Brighton, who beat City, beat my club. As soon as I saw João Pedro come in, I knew he was going to do something. I didn't expect a goal and assist, but yeah, he's back and teams need to start worrying about him. In this game, I think it's going to be a pretty even matchup. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Next up is Villa versus Crystal. Villa, who lost to Liverpool. Honestly, I expected more from Villa. I don't remember one clear chance that they had. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe because it's been a while, but I don't remember anything. I have to say, Liverpool on the counter looked dangerous, and Villa players look slow. They have some slow players. Going back, it was 2 or 3 times they had a corner. Villa had a corner, and then it ended on a counter where Liverpool were going the other way. So yeah, I don't know, just slow players from Villa. And then there's Crystal, who has even more worries. Gahey in the midfield, I don't know, I didn't even know he can do that. Kamada getting a red card. They did have some chances, but nothing major, and still ended up losing. And I think it's going to happen in this game as well. I think Villa at home should have this in the bag. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Villa. Next up is City versus Spurs. City, who lost to Brighton. We just look terrible. 4 L's in a row. New record for Pep. We look awful. But at least Haaland got himself a goal. And then we're facing Spurs, who are very Spursy right now, doing the opposite of what is expected of them. They're expected to win, they're going to get a loss. If they're expected to lose, they're going to get a win. They're very backwards. They couldn't capitalize on Ipswich's mistakes, which were plenty. Dragonson getting a mistake of his own, not getting out of the way and just causing that goal basically. So honestly, this game is very hard to say because we're being bad, but Spurs are also doing bad. But I think the Spursy rule will come out on top, and I think they should lose, so they're gonna win. So I'm gonna go a crazy 3-1 win to Spurs. Next up is Southampton versus Liverpool. Southampton, nothing to note really. Brereton Diaz got himself a haircut. That's about it. They're awful. I don't know what to say. But on serious note, they did have a disallowed goal, which I think shouldn't have been disallowed. I don't think it was a foul in the box, but that's what VAR said. And then there's Liverpool, who beat Villa comfortably. Their counters, like I said, are crazy. And also, Salah needs to be stopped. Someone needs to stop him. He looks like he's not even trying, and he's putting up big numbers. He needs to stop. Someone stop him, please. But this should be a very comfortable game for Liverpool. Honestly, it could be one of those 7-0 games, but I'm calming down. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Liverpool. Next up is Ipswich versus United. Ipswich, who took all 3 points against Spurs with a nice Schmodek's goal, or the bicycle kick he had. And then United getting themselves a win, 3-0 against Leicester. Nice Garnacho goal. Diallo's assist was nice, the little back heel he did. Honestly, Rude has done a better job in these 5 games than Ten Hag has in 2 years. But both of them are out now, and it's time for Amorim to come in. I don't think he's gonna come in with a bang. I think he's gonna take some time to adjust to the team, but I still think they're gonna win here. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win to United. And the last game of the game week is Newcastle versus West Ham. Newcastle beat Forest. They had so many chances. They finally put some in the back of the net, but barely. 2 of their goals went off the post and went in. So they still need to fix on their finishing. But they do have 2 wins, or their last 2 games have ended in victories. So maybe this is a new form for Newcastle, not sure. But then there's West Ham, who have been awful. The fact that they're struggling against Everton at home is a worrying sign for them. I think it's time for their manager to go. It's looking bad for them. And for this game, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Newcastle. And yeah, those were my predictions for game week 12. I hope you liked them. Leave a comment, subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching.